Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here. I want to talk about hydration today. Apparently it's Heat Stroke Awareness Week. I didn't know that, but it's kind of fitting for just how ridiculously hot is in a lot of places. And I want to touch on hydration and how important that is for your overall body, for training, for everything. Do not miss this. This is such important information. So please share this in exercise groups, in fitness groups that you're in, because so many people are not hydrating correctly for what they need. And if you're thirsty or feeling like I drink water and I'm thirsty, why do I not feel like I'm getting hydrated? Or you pee and it's not clear, you're not hydrated, right? This is something that a lot of people can get into trouble with, and people and dogs. So my dog Spot, so here's what happened. I'll talk about that and then I'll get into some of this. Zen was really excited. He got a new little thrower thing for him and he was like, I'm just going to take him really quick, just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. And Spot is such a nutball about balls, just loves them, that he just wouldn't stop. And so he got overheated. Zen carried him all the way down to the creek, put him in the creek, and he's like, wasn't responding. So he got worried. He saw some guys passing by and asked him for help. They called. I ran down there and helped carry him up. And he's been like, he's okay. He's recovering. He's just not Spot, right? Like, he's laying down right now. Normally, if I'd be doing a video right now, talking, he'd be like all over me, bringing me a ball, barking at me, all this stuff. But he's not. He's in recovery mode because he got heat stroke. And this is something that the tipping point for that for animals and people is a fine line that you can dance right up to. But if you go over, yikes, right? So when we talk about hydration, here's some tips to do it correctly for you and for your body. Now, for a lot of people, they're like, oh, just sip on water all day, blah, blah, blah. Sure, it can depend. Yes, thanks, Deb. It can depend on what your body is needing, or kind of, the temperature as well. There's the temperature, and then if it's hot and humid, that makes it worse, right? Because your body doesn't have a easy enough time actually cooling down. When you sweat, your body is trying to cool itself off. It's very different. If you're in 95 degrees in the desert and it's dry heat, you sweat and like the sweat is like doing its job. Like sweat, comes on your skin and it cools, and it cools your body as the heat is being wicked away. That's like how it works, right? But if it's humid, and I live in Minneapolis, it's just humid, right? Like, you sweat, or you walk outside and you feel like you're just covered in sweat and you're not even sweating yet. It's from the humidity. It's like, I can't even breathe. It's so humid, right? And so it's really tough for your body's sweat to do its job and cool your core and cool your body down. So keep those things in mind. I mean, you really do have to pay attention to the weather and what's going on outside to stay fully hydrated, because this is a really easy thing for people to miss. Now, overall, again, when we talk about sipping on water and drinking water, yes, of course, duh, water, yeah, hydrate, right? But there's also a key here that people miss. If you're not getting enough electrolytes, then you're not hydrating correctly. So electrolytes, salts, basically, that's a key piece into staying hydrated. You need to have some, like sugars and then salts, in the liquid you're drinking to help upload that hydration into your cells properly. If you're just drinking water and water alone all day, and you're not having any sugars, and you're not having, Patrick, you're drinking your salt water now after golf. Yes, right? Oh, how perfect timing is that? Oh my God, I couldn't have even planned that. That's amazing. I love it. But again, just water all day. Nope, you're doing it wrong. You need salts. And it sounds weird and it sounds counterintuitive. And the thing that I hear from people all the time is they're like, well, if I have salt, that's going to make me more thirsty. No, if you're having salts in your water, right? I'll post a link to an article. I didn't write it. This is Dr. Stacy Sims. I posted it from after the video I did earlier. I'll repost it below here. Tons of great information in there in terms of hydration, and she talks about salted water fruits, or salting your watery fruits. So great reference. Again, quick and easy reference. It's a PDF to look at in terms of measuring out your hydration. But again, it is getting your salts in your water. Very, very key to getting hydrated and staying hydrated. Because again, with the heat that a lot of people are having right now, oh my gosh, you can get dehydrated. When you get dehydrated, it causes all these other issues, right? I mean, you immediately think, oh, I'm not feeling good, or, you know, oh, my pee is really yellow. Oh, okay. No, it can cause a lot of breakdown in your body. Like, it can cause muscle breakdown. Your organs aren't going to function properly. Like, bad stuff happens really fast when you're not hydrated, basically. So, really, really important to stay hydrated. So fluid and electrolytes is the key to hydration. Now, for women, when you are in this phase here, so estrogen is the blue, progesterone, that's the progesterone phase there in the red. So this is after you ovulate and until your period starts. So during weeks 3 and 4 of your cycle. And if you're not tracking, that's okay. Start tracking, because it makes stuff like this that much easier to reference and be like, oh, poop, I need to hydrate more or hydrate differently because I'm in this phase of my cycle. Your body's not going to upload hydration the same way here as it is here. It's actually easier to get dehydrated and not have the right mineral balance in your body in this phase. So really, really important that you're paying attention. And a lot of times, some of these symptoms of dehydration are really easy to pass off as, I'm just having some PMS issues. Like I'm having some cramps or something, and I'm just kind of feeling junky, and I'm not feeling good. Are you hydrated? Have you been hydrating with electrolytes and salts? If not, then start doing it immediately. I mean, that's one of the things that if you're getting enough right fluid and electrolytes during this phase, that can help with some of your PMS symptoms and issues. But again, that's one of the things that I've actually run into this with quite a few women this summer, where they think, oh, I'm having this issue with my cycle, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how much water have you had today? Oh, I just drink water all day long. I'm like, do you have anything else? Like any juice with that? You put salt in your water at all? No. Why would I put salt in my water? Because that's how your body uploads the hydration. So very key thing here. So pay attention. Days, again, after you ovulate, so days 15 through 28 right here, need to hydrate. I will have people, and I do this for myself especially. So I've got a game in a couple of days, a football game, and it is going to be hot. It is going to be 90 or above. And it takes 3 days to fully upload hydration into your cells and into your body. So keeping that in mind, using my brains here, I started yesterday really pushing my hydration, but I like to alternate a water bottle of water, a water bottle of my electrolyte drink, water, electrolyte drink, water, electrolyte, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them out there. I use several actually, that are clean, no artificial sugars, no artificial colors. I don't want anything blocking or interrupting the uptake of those electrolytes and minerals into my system. And so Nuun, let me write this down. Sometimes I say this and people are like, what? Are you making that up? I'm not making it up. It's a thing. It's a thing. Ugh, I don't like this marker. Kids like smash the end of it. Let me use this one. Nuun. N-U-U-N. Nuun. They're like tablets that you throw in a water bottle. Delicious. I like the cherry lime. Strawberry lemonade is good. Orange, classic one that's just amazing. I have about 6 tubes of them in my bag right now that I carry around with me everywhere. Yes, that's how I hydrate very well. So I'll do a water bottle of Nuun, a water bottle of water, a water bottle of a different electrolyte drink, water bottle of water, right? I just alternate back and forth, especially in this phase here, and especially when I'm trying to hydrate for my football game in 2 days, where I'm just going to be sweating buckets. Yes. But then I know my body's going to recover a lot better. I'm going to be able to regenerate as well, especially if you're dealing with injuries of any kind or illnesses. Being dehydrated has that much more of a negative effect on your body and system. So So that's a way you can do it, right? So that's one of the things. But again, salts is the key here. Having salts with you can put in your water. And again, I'll put that link below of that article that you can check out, or PDF that you can check out. I'll also put a link below if you have questions that you are wondering about. You can schedule a free call with me. I'm more than happy to chat with you about any issues that you're dealing with. But another thing that's kind of fun, right, is the salted watery fruits. So when we talk about salted watery fruits, it's literally like sprinkling sea salt. Where do you get Nuun? Oh, you can get it on Amazon, a natural food store. The natural food store that's closest to my house is Fresh Time, and they have it there. Running stores will have them now. Yeah, they're becoming more and more popular as people are like realizing, oh, hey, I need this to stay hydrated well. These are amazing. Yeah. So also, again, super easy. So if you're like out running around or like for football, I can't, I'll say take like a bucket of watermelon with me out there, right? Oh my God, who would do that? This is easier to have there. I think I missed a question. Hold on. I got excited about fruits, talking about watery fruits. Oh, 38-week pregnant. I do hydrate once a day. Should I do it twice? Usually feel pretty good as long as I get enough water with it. Yeah, so that's where you can do more hydration drinks during the day if you're pregnant. Absolutely. Because when you're pregnant, you have just higher progesterone as well. So yeah, and some of that's going to be off of how you feel. Like if it's real humid, yeah, you might want to do that. Or again, like the watermelon, having some of that is going to be great. So I'll list some of these, just a few of these things here as well. Nuun okay for someone with sodium restrictions? Yes. Yeah, I mean, it should be. It's not a ton, right? It's not like a tablespoon or anything. It's just like a little bit. That's the key. It's just a little bit, a minute amount. You can also use even half of a tablet, or I think it's a tablet per 16 ounces. I think. Yeah, yeah, that sounds right. A tablet per 16 ounces. So you can use either half of a tablet, or if you have a bigger water bottle, then just use one tablet. So it's more watered down. Yeah. But that's going to help with the uploading the hydration. So salted watery fruits, you can do tomatoes. Because tomatoes are a fruit, right? When I read this, I was like, tomatoes are, oh, that's right. Yeah, tomatoes are a fruit. Yeah, that's right. Then I was like, salted tomatoes. Just, all right. Apples, or even watermelon. Yes. So those are a few things, again, like slices of watermelon, sprinkle salt on it, eat that, and drink your water all at the same time as you wave your hands around because you're so excited about it. That's going to help upload hydration a heck of a lot better. So especially if if you're getting headaches, if you work out or go for a run and you're getting a headache afterward, you're dehydrated. If you're not going to the bathroom, if you feel like, because after you work out and your metabolism's higher and you need to eat and you're not eating, you're not hungry, that's a problem. You could be dehydrated. If you're feeling exhausted and can't come around, that's a problem. You may be dehydrated after a workout. If you're, again, going to the bathroom and it's not clearish, if you work out, you want to have your pee be pretty clear for a couple of hours after you work out. If that's not happening, that's a problem. Start some of this, right? Get those electrolytes in and get those fluids in. Again, when people start to hydrate. Also, a good example of this too, those kids that they found, right? You guys know, right? You follow some of the news. I don't watch a lot of the news, but right? We're in the cave. When they start hydrating those kids again, they can't just have them drink a gallon of water. Body can't handle that when it's that depleted and dehydrated. They have to reintroduce water at a certain rate and then reintroduce food at a certain rate too. But it's one of those things that little things like this make a big difference in how quickly your system can turn around and preventing damage from happening. What do you do when you have special needs students who are very picky what they drink? Ooh, that's a great question. So sometimes, so I've done a lot of hydration stuff. My kids like orange flavored stuff pretty well. They don't, I've tried this. I like this. Like I'll make a hydration drink and then I'll put in some seltzer and make it bubbly, kind of like, you know, see, it's fun. I like that. They don't like it. They don't like bubbly stuff. So that's right. You can also make a popsicle or something out of that. And that might be a fun way, to consume the fluids and the salts at the same time. So they're sort of eating it, but they're still getting it in their system. Yeah. Otherwise, if, you know, picking like a watery fruit of some kind, it can be any, these are just some good examples of it. But if they like a fruit and if you can put salt on it, yeah. But it is, it would be trying to find something where you could almost mask the salty flavor, which is where like Nuun is a great, those are a great alternative. Those are a great, you know, product to use. You can also make your own electrolyte drink. So I'll put a picture below too of a recipe that I have. It's, you know, there's a ton of these on Pinterest too. Like healthy Gatorade, you know, on Pinterest, you know, tons of options are going to show up. I mean, it's like juice. You can use coconut water if you want. You don't have to, but a little bit of juice, a little bit of salt. Sometimes I'll put magnesium, calcium powder in there too. And then some slices of fresh fruit and water. There you go. Healthy Gatorade option. You can make it as, you know, as potent or as watery as you want, and you can flavor it for yourself and, you know, dress it up and put it in a fun glass with a straw. That's how I tried to get my kids to like it. But I like coconut water, so I put coconut water in. They were like, Mom, this tastes like coconut. I was like, I know it's great. They're like, it's not great. It's not great, Mom. So yes, but that was a great question. You love salt on your watermelon. You do, right? So I've had salted tomatoes and stuff. I've never had salt on my watermelon. And I think I'm going to go buy a watermelon tomorrow and try it. I will let you know the verdict. Yes. But very, very important to hydrate right now. Again, share this with everybody and anybody right now. There are so many people who are out exercising and trying to push themselves harder, which is great, like super duper. Push yourself harder for whatever you're going for, whatever your goals are. But if you're not hydrating correctly, if you're not doing this, you're missing a big key in your body's ability to recover, and you're gonna take steps backwards. It's so good with salt. Is it, Deb? Oh, I don't know. I'll try it. I'm trusting you, Deb. I'll try the watermelon with salt on it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so hopefully this has been helpful. Again, I think for females, it's really important you're, you know, really looking at what phase you're in for your hormones and really focusing on hydration for the best results possible, especially when you're battling heat. You'll get a totally different result with your body. So if you guys have questions, again, I'll put that link below. Please, please, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. I'm more than happy to answer whatever it is you're struggling with. There's things like this that I work with women in the 12-week group that I have. They are, you know, sometimes down a different path, or they're not thinking that, oh, I'm struggling with this or that. I'm struggling with getting results. How is this? How could this really play into it? It really, really does. It plays into it big time. So little things like this make a huge difference in how well things are. It is sweeter. Don't forget the tequila. Oh, Joanne. Oh, if you are drinking alcohol, excellent point, Trent. If you are drinking alcohol or coffee or whatever with caffeine, that is more dehydrating. You need to hydrate more. Hydrate more. Okay. This was good. This was really fun, you guys, with all the fun comments. So, okay. So again, share this if you find that people need this or if they're not hydrating correctly. Tell everybody to hydrate. Tell everybody to eat salted watermelon now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. I'm nervous. Okay. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you later.